In this interaction session, we are truly honored to have Professor Ravikumar Bhaskaran with us. He has been associated in an advisory capacity with Academy of Technology for about 15 years. Over a career spanning 60 years, Professor Bhaskaran has been associated with many institutions and organizations in different roles, including teaching, research, consultancy, outreach and academic administration. A large part of over 2 decades had been at IIT Kharagpur, where he became Dean Continuing Education and Principal QIP Coordinator, and member BOG. Considering his contribution to the institute, especially in greatly enhancing corporate connections and making it the most sought-after campus for recruitment, IIT Kharagpur awarded him the Life Fellowship of the Institute in 2023. His services have been sought after by many institutions, including some of the new IITs, as an advisor. Former students of IIT Kharagpur, during the period he was a professor at the institute, treat him as an icon and he reciprocates their love, which accounts for his long association with Academy of Technology, founded by Professor Jagannath Banerjee, alumnus of the institute.
It's a very long introduction. Anyway, I'm very happy to be here talking to you because I thought the request from Anindita, and I thought I'll spare some time for this.
We begin with your association to this institution. Uh, how did your initial connection with AOT, this college, come about? And what drew you to support that institution in those initial years?
Alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. So I knew him right from IIT Kharagpur days as a student. He did both his BTech as well as the MTech in IIT Kharagpur. So we have some association with him. Right. I didn't know, however, that he had started an engineering college. So when I came for a Pan IIT alumni meet in 2013 to Calcutta, he spotted me and we got talking. So that's how I started connecting with AOT. So I was pretty much impressed, obviously, of the college because very extraordinarily good buildings and very good library at that point of time itself, and a lot of good laboratories. I went to the computer science lab. I was terribly impressed with the lab. And more than anything else, I could see the amount of dedication of the faculty. And they were all interested. They were all working like one family. And it's rare in private colleges to see that kind of involvement of the faculty with the college management. And they're all working as a team. And that is very impressive as far as I'm concerned. And I decided that whatever time I can spare, I will try to help out Jagannath and his college. That's how I got involved with that college from about 13 years. I mean, almost about 18 years. Yeah, 18 years back. Is that when I joined or when I visited the college, the first thing I noticed was that there were quite a few of my very good friends and former colleagues associated with the college. Professor Bhattacharya, D. Bhattacharya, who is a very close friend of mine, while we had worked together when we were in, he was at our Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and we had worked together. We had also a very close personal relationship. And then there was Professor T.K. Basu at that point of time, Professor A.P. Chattopadhyay.
Yes, sir.
And quite a lot of these friends were there, which gave me another incentive.
And in your recent involvements with AOT, what stood out to you the most? Which aspect of AOT stood out to you as the most?
That many of those managements are also looking for some kind of a, commercial angle. In other words, most of the private colleges have this kind of a, people believe that they are more interested in raising money out of this college rather than delivering good quality of education. But here, one of the things that I was very impressed right from the beginning, and even now, is that that is not the aim at all. The aim is primarily to give good quality education and set up an institution which makes everybody associated with the institution proud. It's a single-minded dedication of the management. And obviously, as I said, because all of you work together as a unit, So it's the dedication of everybody associated with the college, right from the management to the administration and every faculty. And to a large extent, the students are also, sharing that kind of a, when they want to, study in a good college, which takes care of them and their future. So that is what is making me very impressed and very happy to that extent to be associated with the college.
Sir,
Ah,
what makes AOT unique or distinctive among engineering education?
only after your Mrs. Anindita Bhattacharya, Anindita Jagannath took over as a chairman trustee. And what I find is that she, of course, shares the same kind of a vision as Jagannath Banerjee. And besides that, I could see, because I've been working fairly closely with the current chairman trustee, and I could find that she wants to really build the institution as one of the best in the field of engineering education. So, I mean, every little thing that I suggest from the point of view of my experience with good institutions, she wants to know more details, and she also tries to implement it. Every time, the next time I talk to her, I would see that that's in place. And not only for career development of the students, but also in the way in which there are, as far as an engineering institution is concerned, there are certain things which should be there, which is what is usually used for ranking of the institutions as well in most of the ranks. So I sometimes give her this idea. Maybe it's a question of setting up an alumni association. Fine. It's a question of organizing some international conferences and all that. That's also fine. With, just about every little thing that needs to be done as far as running a good institution is concerned, she is not only curious to know what can be done, and she implements whatever is possible within a short period of time. That means it's a question of total involvement of the chairman trustee as far as the institution is concerned. And without looking at any compromises, without looking at what it costs me, whether it is, cost effective, can I do that? Those questions do not seem to be bothering her. And that's something which really, from my long experience in dealing with a lot of colleges, I should say this is something which is very unique to AOT, because they want only quality, and so they want to really, do a good job. And I was, even in the beginning, I was very impressed with the kind of a quality training that you used to give the students so that they can fare well during the campus interviews, and the very cordial relationship that you have made with many companies for a long time. And now, of course, the TCS Center of Excellence or whatever is another thing that has come up. And on the whole, I find that this is any time that I spend on this institution gives returns to me in terms of a great satisfaction that my time has been usefully spent, which is what is very important for me. Because I don't want to waste my time trying to suggest anything to any institution which they are not serious of considering or implementing. So here is one institution which is very, very open to that.
Uh, I will take this opportunity to have your message to our students because uh, no better person can have be with us to give message to the students, to our alumni or staff regarding engineering education or related anything, career options.
As far as the faculty is concerned, see, what is very important in academic institutions these days is the faculty involvement in research. And so that is one area where I think a little bit more to be done, because faculty have got to get involved in research, and they've got to bid for projects which are available. And there are a number of organizations, even the government sector, which would provide funds based on the kind of project proposal that you make. And so this is one area where they got to probably spend more time. I already find that as far as faculty development programs are concerned, the college is doing very well. And you are inviting and getting a lot of big experts to come and talk to the faculty and the students. The college itself is also holding number of courses on its own. So all that is being done, and that's a good thing to do. But I think research is something where they need to pay a little bit more attention. And also, whether you are a faculty or a student, today the technology knowledge is exploding like anything, and new things are coming up: AI, IoT, several things. And as you read the newspapers, media, and all that, there are a lot of challenges now going to come as far as both education, technical education, engineering education is concerned, as well as everything in life. So, one of the most important things that the faculty should know is that they cannot rest on their laurels. They've got to renew their knowledge, grab opportunities to learn, self learn, and keep oneself extremely fit to make the challenges, to meet the challenges ahead. So, this is very important as far as the faculty is concerned. It's very similar to the students. Though even if your curriculum is up to date and you are fairly well trained for the jobs currently in the market, all those things are going to disappear once you cannot. The world is going to be very tough even for the students. So, and those who will survive are those who are broad based in their knowledge, who are very strong in fundamentals like basic things like mathematics and physics, particularly physics. And so you need to be very strong in these fundamentals, number one. And number two, you have to also have curiosity and try to grab whatever knowledge you can from any source that you can. And today, fortunately, there are a number of NPTEL courses. There are a number of other online courses which are available free of charge. So one should develop a habit of acquiring knowledge continuously. And that is becoming the big challenge as far as uh, tomorrow is concerned. We really do not know. Things are going very fast, and there is a little bit confusion also among people. What is going to be the role of AI? Still, is not very clear, but quite a few jobs will become redundant, and so one should be used to meeting these challenges, and one has to prepare for it. So, for this also, you need to have good communication skills. So, communication skills is not necessarily only English language. It's not necessary. If you have English language command, it's very good. But communication is a different kind of skill. It's ordering the mental processes. I mean, you'll be able to collect information, collate it, and kind of synthesize it, and try to put forth a certain view clearly. You could do it in your vernacular language. Doesn't matter. But your mind should be accustomed to taking in information fast, processing it, and communicating fast whatever is in your mind and your decisions. So I wish the college all the best. I hope the students also take up the challenges. The fundamentals are quite strong. So I think things are going to look up as far as AOT is concerned.
Last phase of the discussion or interaction, sir, I would like to know what is the one dream you have about AOT in future?
Yeah, yeah, that's a very good question. As far as I'm concerned, particularly any institution, anything that I am associated with, I would like to see that as the best in its class. So, whatever is the definition of best, I would like AO to be right at the top as far as, I mean, at that level, at their level. I don't see that you should compete with tier one institutions or even tier two institutions, but in your class, as a self-financing private institution is concerned, you should strive to be one of the best in your region to start with, and gradually one of the best in India. And that focus should be there, and everybody together had to put in their shoulder to the wheel to reach that position. It's an endless chase for excellence. Excellence is an endless chase. but there can be no compromises on that. That's what I wish AOT does. And I have, looking at the current chairperson, trustee, chairman trustee, as she would usually like to call herself, I feel that it is not an impossible task. If you continue at the same tempo, it should not be. You will have a steady march to a position where you everybody associated with the college, whether it is the management, the administration, the faculty, the staff, as also the students and the alumni, will all be very proud of their institution. That proudly wear the band saying that I am associated with Academy of Technology. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time and so much of appreciation and suggestion, guidance, everything. We hope that we will keep getting it for long. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us for the interactive session.